What's going on, guys? Welcome back to BlackTideTV. Today's video follows a different format than usual. I often post gameplay to my channel, but today I've got a short slideshow for you guys showcasing many of the weapon camouflages that I've received through supply drops since the most recent Quartermaster update. That Quartermaster update, of course, being the Quartermaster update from January of 2017, where 600 plus customization items were added into Call of Duty Infinite Warfare supply drop system, as well as 100 plus Mark II variants, etc., etc. Now, on the day of that update, I recorded a huge supply drop opening, which you can access by clicking on the cards in the top right corner of this video. Over 1,200 keys worth of rare supply drops, an additional 23 daily sign-in bonus common supply drops, for a total of 64 overall supply drops, and as you might have guessed, most of my items were cosmetic. Camos, calling cards, emblems, combat rig upgrades, but mostly camos, mostly calling cards and emblems. So the camos that were added in with this update are absolutely abysmal, and there is no denying that. There are a couple camos that look okay, but for the most part, these things are butchered. They're either emblems or calling cards that are pre-existing in the game, copied and pasted all over these weapons. They don't fit on the weapons. They're not cropped correctly to fit on each weapon the way that they're supposed to fit, and as you can see in the slideshow right now, these things are ugly. There are flag camos in here that are the exact opposite of patriotic. These things are blasphemous to these nations. These things are terrible. They're awful. What is the deal? It feels like they just went on Google Images and just took a whole bunch of JPEGs and threw them into the game and said, fine, that's good enough. Today, I present to you some semblance of an answer. Over on the community update Reddit thread, if you did not know, there was this large community update posted by Infinity Ward on Reddit discussing leaderboards and custom emblems, a lot of problems that have been in the game from day one that we've been asking about for such a long time. They finally gave us some answers over there on Reddit, but there was no mention of camouflages until many players in the Reddit community begged and pleaded and demanded an answer for why these camos were so terrible, and current director of communications over at Infinity Ward, Eric Monticelli, finally chimed in and had this to say. Camos from the latest drop will be updated January 31st, more updates here. But he didn't really elaborate on how they will be updated or why they should be updated. You would think that they would put as much work as they possibly can into these camos before putting them into the game in the first place, right? Unfortunately, that is clearly not the case. I feel like Activision is really hounding Infinity Ward to get their items out on a certain deadline. They probably have to post so many supply drop items every so often, and they just didn't have time to completely get these items in check before they posted them. So hopefully these things will be updated to the fullest extent on January 31st. You can bet your ass I will have an update video comparing the old camos to the new camos. All of the camos featured today will be in that video, so let's just hope and pray that Infinity Ward can get something right for a change. Guys, that is it for today's video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one.